Hey guys, what's going on? Today's the NBA Finals preview. Last night, the Celtics beat the Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals, Game 7, and they are moving on to the NBA Finals, and they will be playing the Warriors. That was a great game last night. I'll be talking. I guess I'll be talking about both the Mavs Warriors series because I haven't talked about the Mavs Warriors series, and I'll be talking about the Heat Celtics series, and then we'll do our predictions. Who we think is going to win NBA Finals MVP, who we think is going to win win the finals. The Warriors or the Celtics. But yeah, let's get into it. I think this is going to be a really interesting matchup. It's going to be a fun matchup. As you guys can see, game one starts on Thursday. But yeah, let's go over Mavs Warriors first. Warriors 1-5. They packed them up a few days ago. They packed them up a few days ago. But I think just the Warriors were the clear favorite. They're really going to be the clear winner. They had the better team, obviously. The Mavs really just have Luka Doncic. I mean, you have Jalen Brunson, Spencer Dinwiddie, and Finney Smith, but some of these guys, they can be inconsistent. Um, they're going to be inconsistent and Luka Doncic was dropping like 40 points, 30 points a night, 30 plus at least a night, and like they still were not able to get wins. So yeah, it's like the thing for the Mavs, I think, really is you need to get a star in free agency, and I think there's gonna be Zach LaVine's gonna be available. I know a few teams are preparing to make a run at him. I think the Lakers might want him. I think the Bulls obviously want him back. The Blazers want him, and then if I was the Mavs, this is a very ideal player to get to play alongside Luca because Luca. I mean the closest to an All Star he's ever played with was Kristaps Porzingis, who didn't fit at all in the Dallas Mavericks system because they used him as like a 3 point shooter, like spot up shooter. So they really need to get a player that can play play with Luka. And I'm really excited to see how Luka can play like alongside an All Star. And yeah, that's just really all they need to do. That they need that second star, and then they'll be back. They'll be contenders. And yeah, Luka Doncic, he's probably a top 5 NBA player. Just off these playoffs, I have to give it to him. And he had such a good season. He had a very underrated season as well, which is crazy because a lot of people rate Luka, but nobody was really talking about him like how they were talking about him in the playoffs. So people really just started to realize how good he was playing this season. But yeah, and then the Warriors just they had a great playoffs. They really didn't find any trouble just because they're a great team. They were the third seed somehow. Because Steph Curry, they did deal with injuries during the regular season, but they have GP2 out here, but he might come back during the finals. I'm hearing, but they excuse me, but they dealt with a lot of injuries during the regular season. Curry was injured quite a bit. Curry was struggling during the regular season, but you have him playing really well because he doesn't have as much pressure on him, having more scoring options like Clay back. You have Jordan Poole, who's really emerged in the playoffs. So yeah, Jordan Poole has been phenomenal. But yeah, you finished the Nuggets in like what 5 in the first round. Just Jokic. Luka's the best point guard. Yeah, I agree. I think he's better. I think he's past Steph. I think he's just overall the best point guard. Um, but yeah, Steph's still good, but but then we have they beat the Nuggets and then they beat the Grizzlies in 6, and they really didn't have that much trouble. They did it with pretty much ease, and I think the Celtics are gonna be like the really first, I don't know, I don't know. I mean, to be real, I mean the Nuggets really didn't stand a chance because they really just had Jokic. You had like Will Barton as your second scoring option. Then you have the Grizzlies. I mean, yeah, I thought the Grizzlies would give the word. As you guys know, if you watch my prediction video, as you guys know, I had the Grizzlies actually beating the Warriors. I was so dumb because the Grizzlies are inexperienced and the Warriors have experience. Plus, they have younger talent, so it was obvious they were going to win at some point. But yeah, I had the Grizzlies beating them. I didn't because I'd seen with the Warriors all their injury problems and all that during the regular season, so I just had the Grizzlies beating them. But that definitely did not happen. It was the opposite of what happened. Um, and then the Warriors they played the Mavs. I mean, yeah, it was just the easy series for them. As you guys can see the scores here. I mean, they blew them out. No, I mean, I don't know if these are really blowouts, but during the games, there was a point where I know in game 2, the Mavs were actually up, and then the Warriors won by 9 points. So the Mavs were up for a majority of the game, I remember, and then the Warriors just in the third quarter they went on runs and beat them. So yeah, I mean, these games, I mean, they weren't that close. Like as you guys can see, I mean, this is like a single digit game right here, 109 to 100. But like if we're being real, during the game, it was not that close. So yeah, the Warriors just dominated them, and the Warriors have the older players, Steph, Draymond, Clay, with experience. They've won titles before. And then they have the new younger players, Jordan Poole, Kuminga, Moses Moody. Kevon Looney is a veteran as well. Kevon Looney is one of those veterans who's playing so well right now. He had such a good series. He had his playoff career high a few days ago, actually. So yeah, Kevon Looney's been a big piece there, and he's been playing so well. The Mavericks are pretty much a one man team. Yeah, I mean sometimes you have Jalen Brunson and Dinwiddie stepping up, but like the next game they'll have like 5 points, and that's what I'm saying. The Mavs need to go out and get a superstar in free agency or trade for somebody. But um but yeah, I think that's what needs to happen. I think the Warriors just have a very young and old team, and people were saying, "Oh, this might not work." I didn't know if it was gonna work because we've never really seen this that much. But it worked, and this is such a good team. I don't like the Warriors. I don't like the Warriors at all. I don't know, like, yeah, I know they're probably one of the most hated teams in the NBA, and I'm one of those. I do not like the Warriors. I never liked them, especially when they got KD. So even though he's left, I just don't like the Warriors. So I'm rooting against them here, but I don't know. I'm just rooting against them here, um, but yeah, So they move on against the Mavericks. They've been so good in the playoffs. Yeah, just dominated. And then we have the Celtics. This is the best defensive team in the league. I don't know. Like I can't wait to see this matchup because I do not know what to expect between the Warriors and the Celtics. But yeah. And then like I was saying earlier, I think Steph Curry, he hasn't had as much pressure on him because like if you have one player and then you have other scorers around him, like Jordan Poole, who has really emerged this playoffs. You have Andrew Wiggins, who can put up 20 or 25. That's just a luxury for them. They can do their thing, and so can Steph. So Steph doesn't have to carry it all like he was last year. As we know, last year was just so difficult for him. He was an MVP candidate, just putting up like 40 a night, 30 a night in the month of May, April last year. But now he has Wiggins, who really played well this year. He really improved and became an all-star starter this year. I think it's Jordan Poole, a candidate who I think should have won Most Improved Player. I think he should have won Most Improved Player, and he's just improved tremendously. So now Curry, and with Clay back, obviously, so Curry doesn't have to do as much. He can just drop 25 to 30 a night, like in between there. And if the other guys play well too, then they'll win. They'll win the game. Wiseman will be back next season too. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna go on with him. I mean, Looney's been playing so well, you know. Excuse me, but they don't really need Wiseman at the moment. I mean, Looney's just been really just stepping it up. His veteran experience has really been helping. But yeah, we'll see what happens to Wiseman. He was the second overall pick like 2 years ago. So it's unfortunate that he has to deal with these injuries. But yeah, hopefully he can come back next year. But yeah. Okay, and then we have Celtics versus Heat. Um, this was a good series. I mean, the thing is, there were so many blowouts in this series, guys. As you can see here, I mean, the first game was a blowout. The second game, it was kind of closer, but like during the game, throughout the game, it wasn't that close. Then we have another blowout here, game four. Another blowout here. Um, Game six was good. I'll admit that. I think game six was a fun game, and game seven was a fun game as well. Bro, game seven. Oh my god, last night that came down to the last few minutes. Was crazy. But yeah, he tied it up. I mean, like watching the Heat play in Game Five, I was like, if they do make the finals, they don't have a chance. And I thought the Celtics were gonna finish it in six. So the Heat are so inconsistent. I mean, Jimmy Butler played so well in this series, but like there was like one game, I think it was Game Five, where he didn't play well at all. In the games that they lost, he didn't play well. That except last night, of course. But yeah, Jimmy Butler, he had a great series, and he needed help. I mean, he was carrying everything this series. He was like nobody was doing anything. Bam Adebayo had a trash series. He played well in Game Six. We can check out his stats here. I think he played well. Oh no, he didn't. As you guys can see, his 6 points. He played really well last night, though. He played really well last night. I remember. Um, yeah, he played well. He had like 25 last night. But other than Jimmy and Bam, nobody else played well. I know Strus off the bench had 11. No, not off the bench, sir. But Strus had 11. But he really just kind of appeared late game. He was kind of struggling before that. But other than Bam and Jimmy last game, no, there was no help. So there's concerns about this Miami team. I mean, I think it's a great achievement that they even got this far. They forced the Boston Celtics, the best defensive team, and two young stars, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. They forced them to game 7. So it's unfortunate the Heat couldn't get to the finals. I was rooting for them. I want Jimmy Butler to get that ring. I think he totally deserves it. And he went to the finals in 2020, wasn't able to get it. I thought I was hoping this year was the year, but unfortunately no. The Celtics are back in the finals since what, like 2010 or something, 2009. So yeah, that's what's good. But yeah, Jimmy Butler. I mean, he's just like in the playoffs. He's just something different. He plays so well in the playoffs. And then we have the Celtics. I don't even know what to say. I mean, Robert Williams. He has such a good defensive presence. He locked up Bam Adebayo. Whenever, Robert Williams has been dealing with that injury, but whenever Robert Williams was on the floor, Bam Adebayo struggled. So I mean, you gotta give him credit there. I don't know. I'm hoping Robert Williams can play a really big role in the finals. I mean, he'll be guarding, I guess, Kevon Looney. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know if Looney's that much of an offensive threat to the Celtics, but yeah, I think that's who he'll pretty much be matched up on. He can't guard Steph because he's too big. Wiggins, I don't know, probably can't guard him, but yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with him. But yeah, and then Jason Tatum doing the scoring. He's so good. Yeah, he's just, I don't even know what to say about him. Him and Brown are just so good. People were saying that Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown couldn't play well together. They couldn't, they were, as we know, they were like 21 and 23 in January, and they um yeah, they were like 21 and 23, and then they went on a whole run to end the season. They were the best team, best record from January to the end of the season. Second seed in the East, make a run at the NBA Finals. It's like there's trade talks for Jaylen Brown in January. Like people were saying, oh, they should do this. They should trade Jaylen Brown for this or this. So I mean, now that they're in the finals, I mean they're proving everything wrong. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention Steph Curry won the Magic Johnson Trophy, which was the Western Conference Finals MVP. Which you like to see. I like these conference finals awards. I know a lot of people don't like them because it's like handing out a participation trophy or whatever. That's what people are saying. But nah, I like this, and Tatum did win the Eastern Conference Finals trophy, Larry Bird trophy. So Celtics player wins the Larry Bird trophy. That's pretty cool to see. But yeah, Celtics just a great defensive team. Marcus Smart, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Robert Williams, Grant Williams. Just what a team. Al Horford. We need to talk about Al Horford. I mean, he's been in the league for I don't even know how long. Like he's been in the league for a while. And this is his first. He's won so many playoff games, so many playoff series, and I think this is his first time going to the NBA Finals. So for him, it's totally well deserved. Totally well deserved. You know, yeah, I'm really happy for a guy like Al Horford. I never liked the Celtics because I was always a LeBron guy. So he always plays against him. Al Horford played against LeBron a lot, but I'm really happy for this Celtics team. Yeah, I'm really just happy. It's cool to see these guys. I became an NBA fan in like 2016 or something, 2016 or 17, something like that. But Tatum got drafted in 17, so I've basically seen his whole career play out. And yeah, just to see him here now from a rookie with Kyrie Irving now to him leading the Celtics to the NBA Finals. It's great to see something like that. I hate the Celtics, but to see Jason Tatum, he's just such a fun player to watch. And yeah, see, excuse me. What I was hoping for was the Heat Mavericks Finals. I knew that wasn't going to happen, but that's what I was kind of hoping for. The Heat take down the Celtics, who I don't like, and I don't like the Warriors at all either. Like I said, I explained that earlier, and like their fan base are just bandwagons. I mean, you got a guy like me, a Wizards fan, who just watches them struggle every year, but then you got people who around you that just go to the Warriors, like people who are in the city of a trash NBA team, they'll just bandwagon over to the Warriors. Like it's so annoying. So the Warriors fan the Warriors fan base is just a bunch of bandwagons. I mean, the ones that are in San Francisco, Oakland, Bay Area, whatever, you guys aren't bandwagons. They all go to the games and all that. But then you got people all over the nation who have local teams in the NBA that they could support. I understand if you don't have like a team in your city, but I see people with teams in their city that do not support their city. They just go with the Warriors. And I kind of have a problem with that, but it's whatever. I just don't want the Warriors to win. I want the Celtics to win. I mean, this is the worst case scenario for me. Um, I don't know. I hate that two of my most hated teams in the NBA are here. And if you ask me like 2 years ago, who are my top two hated teams in the NBA? I'd say the Celtics and the Warriors. So here they are. Excuse me. Sorry about that, but they're facing off in the NBA Finals. This kind of sucks for me, but yeah, I'm Team Celtics here. Who I think is gonna win? I have the Warriors winning, unfortunately, in 6 games. I have the Warriors winning 6 games. I think they're just too good. I don't know. I could. This series has potential to go to 7. I think though. Yeah, this series definitely has potential to go to 7. I think. Like, yeah, both teams have excellent benches, excellent depth. Celtics are the best defensive team. You can go Marcus. This is how it'll match up, I guess. Marcus Smart on Curry, I guess. Jaylen Brown on like Clay, I think they'll do. I guess Tatum on Wiggins. Or it's you could go Brown on Wiggins or Brown on Clay. I guess we'll see it there. And then Draymond, who's gonna guard Draymond? Like Al Horford, I guess will be on Draymond. Because Curry is their most like he's their threat on offense. Curry is their threat on offense. And I guess we'll just see Rob Williams versus Kevon Looney. That's the starting lineup right there. And then you got Grant Williams and guys like that off the bench that can help you defensively. For the Warriors, they might get GP2 back. They have they have Kuminga on the bench. They have Moody on the bench. So, Jordan Poole on the bench. Jordan Poole is coming off the bench. This is why I think they're going to win the finals. They have such a deep team with such good players on the bench, all-star caliber players on the bench. So, yeah, that's I don't know, but you could go either way with this. It could be Celtics in 7, Celtics in 6, or Warriors in 7, Warriors in 6. I'm saying Warriors in 6, unfortunately, but yeah, excuse me. So if the Warriors were to win the NBA Finals, the Finals MVP, I think it's gonna go to Curry. It's gonna be his first Finals MVP. That would be, I don't know, that would be crazy. He would win his first NBA Finals MVP because KD obviously got the 2, and then Andre Iguodala actually got 2014 to 15 Finals MVP. So it's Marcus Smart, the starting point guard. Yeah, he's he's a point guard for the starting point guard for the Celtics. Yes, but yeah, I have the Warriors winning. I think Steph Curry is gonna win the Finals MVP trophy. I think this will be his first one. And yeah, like I don't know. I mean, in terms of his legacy, I don't know. You could rank him above Magic Johnson possibly after this if they do win the Finals. If Curry wins, okay, I have to address this. I think if Curry wins, people are gonna say he's better than LeBron. Yes, people have already said this. They said if excuse me, if Steph Curry wins the NBA Finals and wins the Finals MVP, he would be better or close to LeBron James in the GOAT conversation. I don't think Steph Curry's anywhere close to the GOAT conversation, even if he wins the NBA Finals. Like you can't like I don't even know if he's better than Magic Johnson. I mean, Magic Johnson is top 5 all time. Maybe if Steph Curry wins the NBA Finals, maybe he'll be top 10, but he's not right there with LeBron. He's not on LeBron's level. If you're saying that you have not watched LeBron James, you have not watched him win the NBA Finals with the Heat or his earlier career. Right now a lot of fans have just started watching the NBA that are Warriors fans. So Warriors fans, they're the biggest fan base in the NBA. They made John Morant one of the most hated players in the NBA after him being one of the most loved players in the NBA. That's what Warriors fans do. They all hate LeBron. Obviously because of the Cavs Warriors years. But a lot of these Warriors fans are young Warriors fans who just started watching the NBA. They have not seen LeBron do what he did with the Heat. They have not seen him win the NBA Finals, come back 3-1 against the Warriors. So I think this is why, Warriors fans. I hate the Warriors fans. I mean, there's some good ones, but like they can be so toxic at times, which is crazy, man. But it is what it is. This is why I want the Celtics to win as well. Like I just want, I don't know, but yeah, the fan bases. I mean, even the Celtics. I mean, I'm talking like the Celtics fan base is good, but the Celtics fan base. I mean, there's obviously we all know what their problem is, but yeah, it's crazy. But Yeah, it is what it is. Celtics Warriors. I'm Team Celtics here. I hope the Celtics win. It would be so cool to see Jason Tatum, who's only like what 24, 25, I think. Let me do the math, like 23, something like that. Let me Google it. Let's Google it. Jason Tatum age, and Jalen Brown is like 25. Yeah, Jason Tatum is 24. So yeah, Jason Tatum is 24. So sorry about that. Yeah, Jason Tatum is 20, bro. I don't know why I keep getting. Okay, Jason Tatum is 24. Jalen Brown is 25. It would be cool to see two young stars get their team to the NBA Finals, and then you got like Marcus Smart, who's the defensive player of the year. He really deserves to go there. Al Horford, obviously. So I really want to see the Celtics win the NBA championship because this is a bunch of guys who, well, I don't think any of them have really won a ring yet. Yeah, nobody has won a ring on the Celtics yet. So it would be cool to see a new champion. You know, we had the Warriors win 3 championships in the last decade. We had them win in 2014, 15, 17, 18, and 16, 17. So I've had enough of the Warriors. I know it's been like 4 years. Yeah, 4 years since they won their last championship, but it would be cool to see someone new one if you get what I mean. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it for today, guys. Like I did last season, what I did was I did a preview and recap for every NBA Finals game. Like it was Suns Bucks, so that was in the summertime though. That was what was that? That was July, I think. July, because obviously the NBA season last season it started very late, so we were doing reactions to every single game. I'm not going to be able to do that this year. This is a preview for the NBA Finals. I'll try to do as much as I can, but I have finals and school ending coming up, so I'll see with that. But I think yeah, I'll be trying to do it as much as I can, and I have some events coming up and stuff. But yeah, if you guys like the video, make sure to like it. Make sure to like it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully, it's another NBA Finals video. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.